In the previous classes, we've been studying about Industrial Revolution, and today I will be moderating a roundtable discussion about education for the fourth Industrial Revolution.
It's mostly about implementation of creativity and innovation as essential skills in our classrooms. So how can this be achieved?
Creativity is a very important and complex thing, because as we see in modern generations, they are getting lazier and lazier as science makes life easier for them. And creativity is much needed in modern age. But as we see, it's not very much welcome, and very few associations and academies welcome it. So what are the challenges that makes implementing creativity in classes hard? Well, first one is to balance between freedom and boundaries, because in open classes, this is where creativity flourishes. But also with very much freedom, there will be less productivity, and creative ideas clash to each other rather than merging.
Okay, so as we all recognize school, it's basically a bunch of buildings where we go where teachers can nurture our minds. Although most of us have seen that most schools are still working as if in the past, for example. The past is in the past, and we should already be living in our generation, Gen is Alpha, instead of living in their past.
And are now becoming overwhelming. We can literally find information everywhere, especially that we got artificial intelligence, and especially that our world is changing in really fast. So we answer the question of the solutions. We need to answer the question of why are we not ready to implement, or what are the challenges that we may face when implementing creativity in our schools. Well, first of all, as we know that our system is based on is literally based on something different from creativity. Something that is more about having good grades, as you all said. It's about passing exams and knowing your path based on your grades.
Information from either Google, ChatGPT, Gemini, Bing, and we just put it there. We don't really write it on our own, or maybe just get ideas, write it with our own way of thinking or writing, so that in that way we're expressing what we think and our ideas and our opinions. So I think it's just basically the same thing. Maybe the project that you're talking about are the ones have more creativity in them, like we do at HiUp. We design basically the template of Canva, or we basically try to get arguments and try to be more critical in our presentations, our projects. But
not base this battle on who's the most creative teacher, who gives the most, whose teacher are his students the most creative. They only base it on academic exams, the tests. They only base on this thing. So the teachers, they feel a pressure to meet these standards. The teachers, they feel the need to only teach their students things so that they can get good marks on their exam. They don't think about being creative or innovative. They only think about, if my student gets a good mark, then I'm a good teacher. But that's not the case.
The problem here is that even when trying to use high advanced, check and all of those stuff and tools, the students and the methods they use doesn't actually develop from their soft skills and mostly innovation criteria. As example, they have a project to work on. Do you think that they will think about the problems, or they will just go to search about it and copy paste? And the main thing also about projects, and when it comes to presentation, it's more about the content and what kind of information you have. So it doesn't matter if you think about it and if you solve that. It will always matter about the much of information you find. So the students themselves don't care about spending a lot of time in order to search for information or to squeeze their minds and think. They will try as much as possible to make that as fast as they can.
Imagine one student keeps memorizing the lessons or what the teacher is saying. As the gentleman said, the students don't have any space for their creativity or their innovation. So first of all, the students will a lack of confidence. They will not be able to share their perspectives or their personal opinions. As we see in our academy, some activities that we do, like the roundtable discussions, everyone is sharing opinions, and we can have plenty pieces of information like during this discussion.
Roundtable encourage other discussions for students to express their opinions. This promotes equal participation, helping to spark creativity and innovation. So, which is important to prepare students for future jobs.
Students are irresponsible, they are undisciplined, they are not ready to change. So don't have the capability to become critical thinkers, because not because of the curriculum or not because of the educational system, it is because of their education. So it is something that we see in the majority of families and that we must absolutely change, because it is important, and without forgetting the fact that students must absolutely be a critical thinker and must be a leader.